Welcome to another episode of SwillinGrog's Wonderful World of Beer. This time around I'll be reviewing Pacífico, 4.4% alcohol by volume, a product of Mexico, imported into Australia by the Foster's Group. Now, what more can I tell you about Pacífico? Well, it comes in this 355ml brown bottle, a nice thing to see, particularly when a lot of Mexican beers show up here in clear like bottles. I've never actually had Pacífico before. It's kind of hard to come by in Australia. I can recall seeing it maybe once before a year or two ago, but I didn't pick it up. I think they wanted too much just for a single bottle of it. But this time around it's imported by the Foster's Group, and it seems that they're actually selling it for a reasonable price, so I picked up a 6-pack of it. Anyway, I think without further ado, I should crack this bottle of Pacífico open and make an assessment. Alright, so I'll grab the trusty BB Barfly bottle opener. Okay. Pop this cap off. There was some nice smoke there. Hope the camera's capturing that. Probably not. Alright, so I'll pour it into this nice, well, what was a nicely chilled pub glass. Alright, so I'm just pouring that out to this pub glass. Alright. Okay. Alright, so let's make an assessment of the appearance. Okay, well, the appearance is a very, almost golden, almost golden yellow colour, very clear, almost golden yellow colour, with a fair bit of carbonation there, a fairly minimal amount of head. I think it was a little bit more than one finger, like when I poured it, but it's quickly dissipating. All right, so let's move on to the aroma. Okay, what I'm picking up, whatever it is, it's quite faint. I can smell a bit of grains, corn, possibly some hops. But the smell, it's very faint. But there's something there at least. Alright, so on to the taste test. Cheers to you all. Oh, it does have a nice hot bite, I'll give it that. Yeah, it's like most lagers, it's fairly sweet and malty, but certainly not the most sweet and malty lager I've had. The maltiness is, it's fairly mild actually. But it is balanced out nicely by some hot bitterness there. There's not much more going on. I mean, it tastes somewhat, watery, but, not as watery as, say a Corona. It's certainly better than that. Anyhow, I do need to have another gulp. Alright, well, that taste profile is certainly holding. The sweetness and maltiness is, sort of somewhat subdued, and the hot bitterness there, it's not as pronounced now either. It's a fairly mild sort of a taste, and it's somewhat watery, but not to the extent that, say, a Corona is. There's not much more aside from that. I mean, I'd certainly, say that it's going to be, quite a drinkable, sessionable, like sort of a brew. Pardon me, but I mean, it's not something that's, what I would call like, a taste sensation. It's definitely not a delicious beer by any stretch of the imagination, but certainly very drinkable and certainly very sessionable. Do need to have another gulp though before the final assessment. Got some alright lacing there. Anyway, all in all, it's not too bad. I'd say it's just a little bit better than run-of-the-mill. There's nothing offensive about the taste in any way, and it is very drinkable, and it's certainly going to quench your thirst on a hot summer's day. There's no doubt about that, and it would go down very nicely with some Mexican food without a doubt. Anyway, what would I give it in terms of a score out of 10? Well, I'd be inclined to give Pacífico 6.5 out of 10. I think that's a fair assessment. Anyway, that does bring us to the end of yet another SwillinGrog beer review. So until next time, cheers to you all.